My last recipe is called the mee rebus, yeah, and I don't know why it is named mee rebus. Rebus in Bahasa Malaysia means to blanch. And of course, this recipe has been with my family for the last 25 years. It's very simple. All you need to do is ground all your onion, garlic, all together like this, and ginger into a paste. Heat up your oil and goes into the pot. Let's pound some of this fermented soya bean. So can you imagine, all these ingredients? On one hand, you have this tauco of fermented soya bean used typically in Chinese cooking and peranakan. And of course, coming from a peranakan heritage, my mother have included this tauco inside this curry. And so it's like all this curry is Indian, of course, and here we have Chinese and we have Malay. So you see, the dish has a bit of Malay, Chinese, Indian all put together. And that's what makes Malaysia such a beautiful place. Once that's all done, the next thing you want to do is to add in your curry paste. And of course, this one we use the beef curry powder. You might want to add your beef cube. You can use sirloin, you can use strip, does not really matter, or even top side. So we render the curry powder together with the onion, shallot and ginger. And next thing we want to do here is to add in our fermented tauco, as we see just now. Now, sometime when you travel around Malaysia, then you will see that there are many stalls selling different kinds of mee rebus. There are many ways of doing it, so you can sample them. Now, once you have rendered the beef, or we call it saute, yeah, together with all the spices, you can see everything starts to float on the surface. I can smell it. Oh, fabulous. Now, what we need to do here is to just add in some water. The water goes inside. We have here some of this sliced galangal. So this gives a nice aroma to it as well. We're going to add two very important things, which is a must for my mee rebus. And what it is mashed potato and mashed sweet potato. And this becomes a binding agent. It will thicken up the soup. Can you imagine? The potato and the sweet potato makes it a nice sweet flavor to it. All we do is just stir them and they're going to dissolve immediately into the stock. Now next, I am going to throw in my celery. So I'm just going to slice them. In fact, this is the only herbs. You can also put coriander if you want. Don't forget to add in your toasted, pounded peanut. Because the peanut will help to thicken the stock. And of course, what we need now is a citrus. So tomato gives a bit of that sour acid flavor. So instead of using tamarind or lime, my mother loved to put a lot of fresh, ripe tomato because that really adds sweetness and sourness into the stock. So this is how we do it. We're going to let this simmer for 20 minutes, and in a short while, we're going to have our fantastic, fabulous mee rebus from Malaysia. Now, once the soup has been simmered for roughly about half an hour, it's still not thickened. So we normally have a little bit of cornstarch. You just take about a tablespoon or two, mix a bit of water, give it a good stir, and pour it. And instantly, you'll find the sauce becomes nice and thick. Look at that. It's perfect. Normally for mee rebus, we always use the egg noodle. With that, we put a bit green chili. Red chili if you want to spice it up. Some celery. Just all over like that. And I am going to put some blanch tauge, or we call it bean sprout. Now, we're going to put the gravy on top. You can see everything coming together now. So delicious. Lots of tomato. You sprinkle a bit of tofu, some more spring onion. And we always serve with hard-boiled egg. Just like that. And lastly, we also add in here some calamansi lime. Always finish our mee rebus with a sprinkle of caramelized shallot. That is really fabulous.